All right, hello women's soccer fans. Welcome to the analysis of Group A after their first round of matches of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2019. This is coming from me, a fellow women's soccer fan. I'm one of you and you're one of me. We are all the same and we all deserve to be able to have good quality conversations about the matches that we see and the soccer that we see played and the game that we love so much. Right now, the big event that is going on is the FIFA Women's World Cup, so we're going to talk about it. First off, we're going to start off with Group A. They've already played their first round of matches, and the standings of Group A are somewhat expected, with France up top and Norway right behind them. Just the thing separating them is goal differential, and then we have Nigeria and South Korea on the bottom of the table. So let's just get right into the matches. The first match we had was France and South Korea. They went head-to-head in the opener, the big one, the one that France has been waiting for since they announced that the Women's World Cup would be in France this year. There was a lot of pressure on France, and there was questions going in as to if France would be able to take that pressure and perform. And guess what? They did. They came out huge with a 4-0 win over South Korea. Their offense was high-flying, and of course, their set pieces were exactly what they needed. If any of the teams are going to want a chance to beat them, they are going to have to figure out a plan of how to defend Renard on set pieces. Let me tell you, Renard was fantastic in that first game, scoring on 2 set pieces. It was just amazing to watch. France was on target with their passing throughout the game. Their accuracy was very high, and they were just high-flying on offense. That final pass was just not super crisp. I would like to see that improve, and they will be a problem for all other teams. And let me tell you, if Amandine Henry keeps up the play that she has had, every single team is going to have a handful with her and with France as a whole. Now, for South Korea, as much as this game hurt, there were some bright spots in their loss. Their counterattacks were a problem for France, and that is because South Korea could not get any help and support on those counterattacks. If South Korea can get help and support on their counterattacks in their next games, it can be a problem for other teams that their defense is not prepared for it. So South Korea, keep it up on those counterattacks, and we could see some really amazing, beautiful counterattack goals from South Korea. Now on to the next match from Group A, Norway and Nigeria. Norway, wow, they came out strong and on fire. They were very hot and scored all 3 goals in the first half. It was fantastic to see from them. Wrighton was just fantastic. She came out and she performed. She did what her team needed. She scored the game-winning goal and was the assister on the go-ahead goal. And she really did lead her team throughout this game. I'll be excited to see what Norway can do against a stronger side in their next match. Now, Nigeria just never got much offense going. The possession between Nigeria and Norway was not highly skewed towards Norway. Nigeria with over 40% of the possession. They just could not get their offense going when they had the ball, and their accuracy on passing was just not as clean, and it just wasn't as accurate as it needed to be. If they can fix that, it will be interesting to see what they do in their next match against South Korea. If they can get their offense going, it will be fun to watch, I believe. Now we are going to go into predictions for the next round of matches for Group A. First off, we have France and Norway. I believe that this France and Norway game will be the decider of this group. If France can come out strong and keep Norway's attack in check, they will win this game and they will win this group. Now for Norway, if they can hold strong on defense and keep Amandine Henry in check and defend well on set pieces, they have a chance. But I do have France coming out on top of this game 2-0. It will be very interesting to see how each team's strategy is. We could even see Norway decide to, hey, let's park the bus a little bit and try and get out of here with 1 point. But I do think at the end of the day, France will win this game. Now, as for the Nigeria and South Korea game, this game is going to be huge for both teams, not only as a confidence booster, but also in standings if either team wants a chance at moving on to the knockout stages. If they want a chance at moving on, they are not only going to have to win, but they're going to have to win big. They're going to have to win by at least 2 or 3 goals to bring those goal differentials down. Because they are at the bottom of the standings right now, and both have pretty high goal differentials, it is going to be interesting to see how both teams come out. But I do really think that both teams will come out and try to get this win. I have Nigeria coming out on top. And actually, I believe the game's going to end up being pretty close because they are both just going to come out with such energy and trying to give their team 3 points and a chance at moving on to the next round. So I do see Nigeria coming out on top in this one, either 1-0 or 2-1. Now, for predictions of the final standings in Group A, I am suspecting that the current standings will be the final standings. I think France will finish on top after they win against Norway in their next match. I believe Norway will come out in second, and I think they're going to have a strong showing against South Korea in their last game. And I think Nigeria will finish in third after their win over South Korea, and that will leave South Korea in the 4th position. That is my take on Group A. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to it, and I want you guys to have a take too. Comment down below. Tell me what you think is going to happen in Group A and what you think they're going to do in their next matches, how you think Group A is going to play out, and who do you think is going to make it on to the knockout stages from Group A. Will they have only their top 2, or will their third team make it on? Thanks so much for listening. This has been Woso Fan Take.